Hi everybody, this is Mr. Brown, bonus live stream. Hello XBT, me, hello mate. What's today's date? Yeah, bonus stream everybody. What's today's date? Friday, June, or is it? Well, it is June the 5th. Do you know, it's like the old days, 4 people watching. 4 people watching. God, we used to love it when there were 4 people watching. 4 of the coolest kids on YouTube today. Yeah, Friday, 5th of June, in the year of our Lord, 2026. I'm Mr. Brown Lance. Trust you're all doing really well. Yeah, it's Friday. Summer's here in the UK. It's going to be pissing down overnight. It's quite chilly. Summer's disappeared for the moment. Let's get some guests on. Okay, so first up is the channel's very own Astromech Droid. They're all coming in. It is stepping in right at the last minute. Absolutely brilliant. It's Professor Artoo.
Hello.
All right. How are you?
Yeah, well, I'm doing all right. It's been a pretty boring day actually. Lots of appointments and stuff like that. But yeah, hey, I'm glad I could be around, hang out.
Yeah, totally last minute. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd had enough of was it Shad going on about how much she loved He-Man on what's that program? What's that upcoming channel? Nerdrotic.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm glad that just you and me are here to hang out, Brown. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, shall we? Yeah, just me and you then, yes.
Yeah.
Prof, it's great to have you on, mate. Shall we?
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm out of my comfort zone doing last minute, nothing prepared things. We used to do these all the time back in COVID days. Second nature back then.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I tried to be more professional, it all went a bit south. But anyway,
who else we got?
Yeah, okay. Here he is, folks, smoking his cup of coffee and drinking his cigar. It is with a very, very loud lawnmower outside his window. It is Istaphobos.
Well, he's gone for the moment, but I can tell he's going to be back. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Yes, not bad. You all right?
Yeah. Best I can figure is that if you're at the right age and you loved He-Man as a kid, maybe you'd like this. I still don't see why.
Shad,
but
yeah, Shad. What's his name? Shad.
Yeah.
Shad something. Very loud mouth.
Yeah. But on the converse of that, Tom Connors.
He loved it.
Yeah, Tom Connors also loved He-Man, and I think he actually burst an artery in his brain, like going off.
There was an aneurysm involved, I do believe.
Yes.
Apparently, he's lost the use of his left arm, apparently.
Yeah, so there are 2 people from the demographic with completely opposing views of the film. And so he went off on a rant, lasted like 45 minutes. You could actually hear the blood vessels bursting.
Shit.
So Sword in the Storm said he liked it. Listen, man, fuck that Tila bitch, man. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, let's get in on it.
They're coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, boys and girls, you're amazing. I love you all. Just coming in, listening to this shite.
Yeah, hey, Hooded.
It's great to have you on, mate. Cheers for stepping in, mate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Shall we get the next?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, I was going to get this guy on, but he just sent me busy. I'll be with you in a sec.
Okay.
Secret comedy, folks.
Timing.
Here he is, folks. The what is he? Is the paid-up member of the Selfridges Appreciation Society, in brackets, the good old days, close brackets. It is the Mega Geek himself, Ian. Allegedly. Diaz.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to be here. Yeah, this is a special stream a secret
Just last
stream.
minute, wasn't it?
Last minute rubbish. Yeah.
Last minute rubbish.
Yep. Absolutely.
Only difference is all the other streams are planned.
Planned rubbish.
Yeah. well, what is it? Friday Night Tights is on, isn't it?
Oh, God. I watched about 20 minutes of it, to be fair.
Friday Night Nights, where it's called. Yeah,
Friday Tight.
Yeah.
How are you, Ian?
Yeah. I'm all right. Hopefully there'll be another and then another.
Well, he's busy at the moment. But you know what, right? This is so last minute and so out of our comfort zones. You've not even got a snack.
No, I've eaten. But the thing is though, I didn't know because I was eating when you text saying
it was literally an hour ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, so yeah. But I've eaten, so I don't want to eat anymore. So but the thing is though, we used to do this all the time. In the old days, didn't we? We used to just riff
in the COVID days when we were desperate of the contact. Yeah. Maybe we should all get locked down again just to revisit the good old days.
Well, there's another big story we could be talking about that is really, at least over here, man, it's grabbed the internet by storm, and some people are calling it Lego Gate.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
It's massive. Like within 2 days, people have never heard of it, and every single legal YouTube streamer was doing a bit on it. And I think even in the deepest, darkest bush in Africa, they've heard about the story at this point. It's pretty nuts.
Yep, it's pretty much going to completely ruin the entire franchise. It's kind of it's a ridiculous story. At the same time, it's incredibly frustrating. There's a company called Bricks and Minifigs. They run a bunch of franchises of these stores that buy and sell Lego. Mm-hmm. And one of the franchises, this story's not new actually. It's been around for weeks, but one of the franchises took $200,000 of somebody's Lego Star Wars stuff.
On consignment, yes.
On consignment, because literally the guy was selling it, him and his father selling it because they needed money for cancer treatment.
Oh my God. So
they're selling all of this Lego, and the store just goes out of business and keeps all $200,000 of his Lego.
Oh.
And so a new franchisee, new person comes in and buys the store. So he goes back to them and says, "Oh, hey, I need to get paid for the Lego that I, consigned to you." And they said, "That's our inventory. I don't know why you think you have any rights to it." And so there were massive lawsuits, police cover-ups. I mean, it's insane if you dive into it. It's a long story. But yeah, it's been going crazy. There's that, and then that story's been crazy, and then there's the YouTuber who's out there asking for sympathy from everybody, airing their dirty laundry. I'm not going to get into that at all.
It's not it's not that YouTuber, is it?
It's the one who made some personal choices in their life and wanted everyone to support them, and found out that a lot of people
isn't it?
Didn't.
But anyway, that's everybody.
Interesting.
Anyway, okay.
Thing is, this Lego thing happened a year ago, and the guy he said, like, I'll sue, and they're going, do it, and you'll spend more on your lawsuit than you would get on the Legos, and we'll just destroy you. So for like a year, he was sending letters and visiting the store, and there wasn't any movement. And then he had his case taken up by a YouTuber with a couple million subscribers called Reckless Ben, and he started making these hilariously funny videos about trying to help the guy get his money back. And that's when it got traction. But then Reckless Ben, he's the one, he actually went from California to Oregon where the shop is, and that's when the police. And then then the new so it was old franchisees that put it on consignment. They went out of business, or allegedly had the store stolen from them and given to new franchisees from Utah. So Ben goes down to Utah to try to serve papers to the new franchise guys. These are the ones that are allegedly like the greedy ones.
Allegedly.
that are on video saying, yeah, well, we know about the consignment, we'll take it over. And then they're like, well, what Legos? Now, there are mitigating circumstances for all the issues in this. And that's when, Reckless Ben got arrested. He set up a fake lottery. He tried some stuff, maybe a little bit quasi-legal entrapment, some weird things with contracts and a thing called claim splitting. Like, this is a legal encyclopedia of everything going on in here.
Oh, it's insane. It's literally insane.
But, yeah, the end up is that the parent company, corporate bricks and mortars, man, they just should have paid the guy and said, we're sorry, and here's your money, we'll work it out.
Or just return the Legos to him.
Right.
The Lego sets.
Why can't somebody just set up if it's for cancer treatment, just set up a GoFundMe?
Well, he's got that too now, thanks to Reckless Ben. But the thing is, the company decided to act like they didn't have the Legos or they didn't know where they're at. But at the same time, they're promoting them on their selling pages. So a lot of dodgy, shady behavior. But now we get into police corruption in a small Utah town called American Forks. And they arrested the YouTuber and they got a judge to sign off on some pretty abnormal takedown notices for YouTube. And Ben claims he had to flee to Mexico. He may be in Mexico, he may not be in Mexico, but he's acting like he's in Mexico and he's having a lot of fun with all the fake green screens. I'm saying that the story is unhinged. It's crazy. Now we've got allegedly corrupt judges, corrupt police departments, people going to jail, dislocated shoulders. It's crazy. In fact, the big story has nothing to do with the poor, sick old man and his Lego collection. It's all about the YouTuber. And you can go see his name's Reckless Ben. He's got a really long 3-episode series on this. It's funny, but he's not exactly telling the whole story. There are some nuances to this. And it really seems like that everybody has done something wrong in the case, with the exception of the sick old guy. Like, the YouTuber wasn't really straight up. The original franchisers weren't straight up. The new ones weren't straight up. And corporate was definitely shady. So it's crazy.
Okay. Ian, there is another. Got sidetracked.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it someone who begin with an S? Is it, or is it somebody else?
Possibly.
Is it Shooty?
Probably Shooty.
How dare you?
Excellent.
Right, Swampers.
Yes, I am just eating something.
Nom, nom, nom.
Cock. What are you eating?
Homemade muffin cookie thingy.
What?
Did you make it?
Yes.
Muffin cookie
excellent.
thingy.
It's made from. God, get this. The chat's
I
gonna
need
love
to
it.
reset my mic, so please, Phil.
Okay.
It's made from almond flour, coconut flour, an egg, and some bicarbonate soda or baking powder. Whisked together, shoved in an air fryer for 20 minutes, and I've got myself a muffin cookie thingy.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I could not survive without my air fryer. From the day I bought it, I stopped using pretty much every other appliance in my kitchen.
I know, right? That's all we use now. We never use it anymore.
We picked one up a few years ago when they started getting really popular, like a $30 one or something. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, maybe we use it, maybe we don't. It was $30, and then we ended up using it like almost daily. So we're like, well, crap. I guess we should buy a bigger one then. And so we ended up buying a much bigger one that we use all the time.
What we did, yeah. Well, I bought it as a present for Christmas. So we've just been using it non-stop for everything ever since.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spider Feet. It's not made with gay. Thank you very much.
I only use the microwave to break up stuff so I can put it in the air fryer. It's like,
there is that as well. I know it's June, but this is the most heterosexual muffin cookie that I've ever made in my life.
Oh yeah, it's
very good.
It's that rhymes with ride month.
Oh yeah, everyone's ignoring this month though. It's kind of refreshing.
The answer to that is no. There is no ride month.
Mm-hmm.
I hope all that stuff goes away one day.
No,
no
can we talk about air
disrespect.
fryers again? I'd love to talk about that.
Oh yeah, like
Are they any good? My father has been badgering to get an air fryer for
They just make
years.
everything so
they're-
much quicker.
yeah, they're excellent. What do you mean any good? You can cook anything in them, and they replace the oven, they replace the stove, they replace the microwave. I'm serious. We hardly use anything else around here.
Yes, it's especially good for small portions.
Yeah.
Of stuff like reheating leftovers or they're great.
It's the only thing that can bring old pizza and French fries back to life too. So,
Can they,
or chip, I believe. I believe you call them
chips.
chips. Yes.
Talking of old, can they bring me back to life?
No,
Probably
but if you have some old chips, it might work.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so let's put an F in the chat if you have an air fryer.
Yeah, it says, here you go. Good evening, chat, by the way. 27
air
of
fryer.
the coolest folk on the
27,
tubes
eh?
are here. Yeah,
Oh, they're
27. That's, oh, God, 27. Oh, no.
Oh, and it's really great for chicken wings, man. It's
hell
like
yes.
better than restaurant quality. It's amazing.
So, was it F for people who've got one?
That's what I said. Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
Fucking hell. So,
It's going to get
F's
one
in the
now.
chat.
everybody's got one.
Brown,
Yeah.
if you're going to get one, just make sure it's PFAS free, because that stuff will not do you any favors. So if you get one that's
Yeah.
just it's like a coating, it's like non-stick coating, so stay clear of any air fryers that have got that in them.
Yeah. You don't want the Teflon. Essentially, it's all Teflon. You don't want any of that microplastic shit.
Yep. Yep.
Well, does it replace the... our microwave is 44 years old. Would it replace that?
It's done well.
It could
For
for
a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah. You can't, but you're British, so you don't boil your water in the microwave anyway. So I imagine.
There's nowhere to put it on there. I'd have to find somewhere to put it though. That's the problem. That's why I've never got one. But they're worth it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was I guess I got mine about 4 years ago, and you know they've been around before, and it's like you can make crispy fry, and they'll be crispy, and you don't use oil; it's just air. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds like bullshit. But I bought one for the hell of it, and from the moment I bought it, I hardly cook any other way. It is absolutely amazing.
Sword in the Storm, Wrenched, Evening Sword. This doesn't surprise me at all. FF, I have two. Peter Pidrak, evening, mate. Hello, Peter. Numbers Wooler Sport. Hello, mate. Yeah, sounds like a flash show.
Yeah.
Eggs, Beatty.
Yeah, could
He's right.
XBT cook himself in the?
Well,
Kinky.
he has an interesting perspective.
Oh,
he's not
there you go.
not wrong.
XBT, Wrenched, Evening Eggs, Mr. B. Is this why my hair's fallen out? Mr. B, your microwave is now an X-ray machine. Oh, right, okay. Damn.
Listen,
It's a museum piece.
you just grab a tube of cookie dough and make a couple little dough balls, toss them in the air fryer for 8 minutes. You get a little rubber tray protector at Amazon Silicone. You throw some dollops of cookie dough in there, and in 8 minutes, you have these heavenly, soft, crunchy edged cookies that just melt in your mouth. It's crazy.
Cookies. Aldi, which is a local supermarket in the UK, were selling all the air fryer stuff and the accompaniments, so, you know, them silicone things of the week. Maybe I missed out then.
Oh, cookie. Oh, you can also make Yorkshire pudding in the air fryer.
Ian, did you say you've got a air fryer?
I don't have one. I have an old-fashioned microwave and
X-ray machine.
and yeah, exactly, and a just an oven. Basically, that's what I have. I made chili con carne today. So
is that for your rice and
old-fashioned way?
peas? What about rice?
Chili con carne and rice. Well, it's got peas in the chili con carne, mate. So
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Hang
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
I promise you, talking about air fryers is more entertaining than talking about Masters of the Universe, which I call Mistress of the Universe.
Look, sword again, wrenched. I don't have a cooker. Damn.
Joe Malama's comment.
Oh, what's that?
Evening jams.
I've been where he is.
I'm fasting. Let's talk about. I love brie. Not.
I'm just gonna. I'll be right back. I was gonna go puke.
Okay.
It's really funny because a lot of people of less hue, so to speak, they don't like hot sauce. They you know, like I'm like so they if like I remember a friend came around and I made chili con carne and it had hot sauce in it, and he was like, "Oh God, this is so hot," and I'm like, "It's not hot at all." Even though it says hot sauce on the thing, it's not hot. So I don't know what it is. Maybe people
I do
used to hot sauce.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It just depends. I really enjoy spice. Unfortunately, as I've aged, my digestive tract does not enjoy the hot sauce as much as it used to.
I see.
Before I forget, a man who I used to work with in the printing company, right? He was well into his freshly grown chilies. Yeah. He loved them so much. He used to have green chili sandwiches. Yeah.
Well, you can acclimate to that.
He was well into the hot chilies as well, right? And he was having digestive problems. So they did all the tests, and the hospital, the doctor said he'd literally rotted his stomach lining with all the hot chilies. So he wasn't. Yeah. So that was it. No more chilies.
Oh, that's like, you do have to get used to it. When I lived in a country where they serve spicy food, and it takes about 16 to 23 weeks to really get used to serious, capsaicin acclimation. But to answer your question, Ian, spicy food is more popular in tropical areas where people tend to have darker skin because it makes you sweat and it cools off and it cools you off. No, that's just, that's an evolutionary fact.
Here you go. Ex Flavius, ex Wrench World of Sport. At Sword and Storm, I bought this one. Had it for about 4 years now. So you don't get this on Nerdrotic.
No,
Tower T173 Express Pro 5-in-1 digital. Wow. Can you get analog air fryers? A digital air fryer oven with rapid air circulation.
That sounds suspiciously like an affiliate link.
60-minute timer, 11 liters, 2,000 watt, black. Damn.
Sold.
I want one.
Wow.
Damn. See, that sounds like a connoisseur of the air fryer.
Now, they do make analog ones to, not very many, but I've seen a couple with a little dial and very simple controls.
Yep. That was the like $30 one we had. That's what what it was. It just had the old school, just like egg timer on the front. You'd turn it and it would, tick down and ding at the end.
That's my microwave. Punch per face. Hello, punch. Even mate, wrenched. That's a fine air fryer. It sounds like it. Yes.
Thank you, Willie.
Maybe we need to do a bonus stream one evening talking about air fryers
or cooking in general, but not when.
There you go, Willie or won't he? Hello, mate. At Miss Balance. Willie, why have I not made you a mod? I think I need to make you a mod. At Miss Balance, me. Istri is correct. I can confirm. Also, why are you gay? There you go. Chat, any questions? Why are you gay? Chat, if anything you want to talk about, throw it up. If I see it, I'll highlight it and then we'll...
Has anybody seen that?
Speaking of throwing up... Wait, no, sorry.
Mistress of the Universe?
No, what?
Somebody said... who was it? I think it was Ashen Prism. Hello, Ashen. Where are you? Just amuse yourself, folks, while... Yeah, here we go.
He's... third from the bottom.
Ashen Prism. Arranged. Hello, my friend.
It is.
Masters
Yes, of the universe. Sorry, go on, carry on. Carry on.
Talking. Masters of the Universe has quite positive reviews. He's obviously asking you, Ian, is it shit?
Well, I haven't seen it. Again, I was given a cam copy, but I watched a bit of it, but it's not fair for me to judge the film on a cam copy. Plus, I didn't watch all of it, so I can't really comment on it. But what I can tell is that the drinker, casino, and I think Gary, they all kind of liked it. And
Gary was indifferent to it because he wasn't into the cartoon.
He more or less thought it was enjoyable. I listened to his review, and Professor didn't like it, and Price didn't like it, and Ista didn't like it. It's split. So
it was.
Listen, are we talking about He-Man then?
Just for a bit, though. Just for a bit. We can't have this whole thing.
There's going to be spoilers then. I feel.
Well, nobody cares.
There's nothing to spoil. There's no story. It's literally the most simple non-plot.
You could have fit this whole story into a 22-minute episode of He-Man in the 1980s.
Yeah, which taking into account commercials is only 15 minutes of actual show.
Okay, can I get some graphics up then? Obviously, completely last moment. But
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, obviously last moment, but I do feel we need to do slides. There is a small presentation.
When are we? When are we going to get around to talking about the itch that Durkee's got on his left testicle?
Where
I want to ask. Speaking of FNT, if anybody's going to pull their junk out in midstream, this is probably the one to do it.
No.
Okay.
We'll say I don't already have my junk out.
Okay. Durkee McDurkey face. I think we can fill for 3 minutes, then we'll do the email. Numbers of actual, mate. I have a strange itch on my left testicle. Can we talk about that?
Well, is it interior or is it on the surface of your scrotal sac?
Yes.
Okay.
I find that Gold Bond medicated powder really a good direction to go.
Okay. Question then: is your left testicle larger than your right testicle? Because it may indicate an underlying condition.
It could be.
Yeah. Also,
seriously, we're taking the piss, but I'm being. I'm being honest here. Yeah. I'm being serious.
Also.
Could be testicular torsion. Could possibly be an issue here.
No, you would know if it's torsion because that's not subtle. But I do have to ask: is your testicle actually still attached to you? Because that's not a. Is it in Is it in a jar in a laboratory? Is it in Iraq from the 90s? Like. Or is it still right next to your left one? I guess is the question.
Durkee,
or right one.
How old are you? Because obviously, if you're a gentleman of a
certain
age,
latter years, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Real head cases comment. Sorry, it's related.
When you get to that age where every time you have to take a shit, you're basically going to diving practice for your testicles. They're like, tally ho, boom, right there in the water.
Both of my testicles are bigger than each other.
Well,
duking it out.
Yes.
Here we go.
Do they make teabag jokes to each other?
Don't know. Not Z3PO wrenched. Torsion is no joke. Worse than kidney stones. Pain-wise.
Yeah.
You've had those
it's worse.
Yeah. That's why I say there's no way you wouldn't know if it was that. But
there's lots of remedies you could try to relieve this itching. The first one I'd suggest before
shave your bollocks.
All of the solutions is shave your bollocks. Yeah. Go out into the garden naked and swing your hips backwards and forwards with your legs open like a pendulum spunk bag.
Well,
Take your balls out to touch grass.
And go Brie Larson or Shooty. Yes.
If the grass has to be nice and cold and wet as well.
Oh, wait. This is frustrating because we haven't determined is the itch on the outside or the inside. Also, when you're jogging, do they tend to hit the back of your knees or are they like way up there? Because I don't know how old you are.
Anyway, okay. That's the moment that Ian lost interest.
Lost interest when you were talking.
He's writing notes down. What are you talking about?
Please like, share, and subscribe, folks.
Sub.
Okay, I probably will leave this stream up for a little bit afterwards, probably tomorrow. And then make it members only after that. So, yeah, probably leave it as just everybody can watch it for a day or two. And possibly make it members after. I don't know yet, but anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. Big thank you, everybody. Okay, so small presentation. Then we might as well do it while we're here. Saves us doing it on Sunday, I suppose. Masters of the Universe. Then,
Indeed.
So who's seen it? I've seen 22 minutes.
I have nothing to say.
Yes, I have seen it all. In fact, I've seen a little bit more than one time through because I took a trip to India so I could go in and grab a few quotes here and there from characters.
You talked about it for 3.5 hours last night as well. So
okay, am I doing this?
You're well versed.
Yep.
Spoilers.
Now, Professor, I want to ask because I didn't hear. Like, did you grow up watching this, liking this? Is this part of your childhood?
Absolutely did. And I grew up watching tons of He-Man, and I had tons of toys, and really loved this property when I was a kid. Although, I mean, wasn't like the closest to my heart, right? This was not one where, you know, I loved it as a child and grew up and continued loving it forever. Like I did watch it as a kid. I enjoyed it. I had the toys. Same with like say Voltron or Thundercats, right? These were ones where I enjoyed the shows. I had fun with the toys when I was young. This is not like a Star Wars or a Star Trek where I've continued loving and cherishing as this is a property my whole life, right? It's not like that.
But that's good because we have a contrast. Like the only thing I knew about He-Man is from angry Redditors that Kevin Smith pissed off because I was old. I grew up, I was aware of He-Man, but it was way past, you know, it was way later, so I didn't watch it. I didn't have the toys.
Forgot about Revolutions.
So we have two perspectives of somebody who really enjoyed it as a part of their childhood and somebody who saw it as, you know, just another one of Kevin Smith's great fuck-ups.
See, I didn't even watch that show. I knew when I saw Kevin Smith was taking over, I had no interest in watching it. So I literally have seen 5 minutes.
I watched the first episode of that. Was it Revolutions?
Yeah.
It was okay until the last 5 minutes, and then that was it.
All the women looked like men, so I wasn't going to touch that, but I did see the angry Reddit posts.
Anyway.
So
that's our review.
From a perspective of somebody who doesn't really have any investment in the property, I just thought it was a terribly written, poorly acted, filled with incredibly bad, cringy attempts at the worst kind of Marvel humor. Some of the visuals were quite nice. A few of the set scenes were nice, but the show literally starts off. This is a prologue explaining Eternia and He-Man.
Folks, we're going to be doing spoilers, folks. So if you're going to watch He-Man,
I still don't think there's much to spoil. But so you hear a voiceover explaining He-Man, little young Prince Adam, the attack by Skeletor, sending him off to Earth, don't lose the sword. And then it pulls back and he is telling the story as a grown man to a date who is looking at him like he is fucking nuts. And he, who has lived for 15 years on Earth, doesn't expect himself telling this fucking story to come across as insane. And my first thought is,
and apparently this has happened multiple times already. Because when he goes to see his rather fey
gay roommate,
he basically is like, you didn't do it again, did you, bro? You tell her your whole life. Like, apparently he has a habit of going out on dates with women and recalling his entire origin story to them during the date.
It could have been worse. It could have been going out with dates with men. It could have been worse.
But so you have to understand, this set the tone. I've got 2 more hours of this shit writing that I'm going to have to suffer through, and that informed my attitude for the rest of this fucking piece of shit movie.
I turned off after the. I turned it off twice, but the second time I turned off was when his roommate was doing all that bollocks.
Was it like,
what part turned her off? The part about you being from another universe, or the part where you talk about your father being disappointed in your lack of masculinity?
I think at 20 minutes, Man at Arms had been saved by his young daughter.
Yeah, Brown, was it like Poltergeist that kept turning on by itself and you had to keep switching it off? Like, it's like, no, it's back. Turn it off again.
I'm sure if when you do a round trip of 30 plus miles, you are determined to enjoy a movie.
Oh,
maybe
what was the Marvel movie where they were flying a ship and somebody was fighting on the outside being attacked by giant frisbee things? Was that one of the Thor movies, or just really long, tedious chase scenes that didn't mean anything?
Don't know. We've got a question anyway for people who've seen it.
Okay. Half this movie is that.
Bumming. Any bumming?
There's fisting.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is some very inappropriate children's jokes, and He-Man is wearing glittery copra fucking eyeshadow. Like, they are doing everything they can to signal that this dude is gay.
Ian, are you there?
Yeah, what?
You're not going to make you're not going to say anything, are you? Because you.
I don't want to see this film. It was obvious to me that what it was going to turn out to be. Look. Let's face it, okay? Anything that comes out of Hollywood, which is what I call Holly woke, is going to be woke, right? Even if it's subtle, I just don't want to know anymore. I prefer my films to be woke free, personally.
And that's one of the things that I've heard from several different people saying, this, you mentioned this thing, you mentioned that thing. Well, no, but it's making fun of it's making fun of woke. You're not actually, getting the humor that it's actually supposed to be making fun of.
No, what? It's not.
I don't want it to have woke. I don't want it to make fun of woke. I want all of that terminology. I want all of those concepts. I want the feminism and all of that bullshit to just not be there. Is what I want.
Yeah,
I just don't want it to be around at all.
Present day.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, the whole dialogue was infested with present dayness. But so I had a good discussion. I said, if you really think this is making fun of woke and this is the non-woke version, are you ready to have this be the vision of all of the Hollywood movies going forward? And they're like, well, you do bring up an interesting point there. The fact that if you want a baseline for something that ridicules woke and does it effectively, go look at Murderbot, the TV show. Up until the last episode, it does a great job of doing that. But this isn't laughing with the hero. This is laughing at the hero. It's just like Superman. He-Man is the butt of all the jokes and ridicule and remains so even after his badassery at the end. He is still an object of ridicule and derision by everyone around him. And so don't tell me this makes fun of woke. This is attacking the heroic. This is attacking the hero's journey. This is ridiculing He-Man for wanting to be a hero.
And there's been a lot of other people, people reviewing online saying, well, no, it's not this toxic masculinity thing. It actually celebrates in masculinity and talks about what real masculinity is, because this at this one point, you get Man at Arms. He tells you, real men stand, if they get knocked down, they stand back up, and he also he tells them, that real men, that they're supposed to be protectors, and they're gonna fight to protect their families, except that all of that comes from a character who in the film is defeated and decides to become a drunk, living in his own piss and filth and abandoning his family and his friends for 15 years.
Yes, and he is diverse, so that's just another diverse person who abandoned his family.
There you go. I may be sidetracking this. Sorry, folks. Reg. There is no feminism in this movie. Teela is how she has always been.
That's not true. Teela and He-Man are romantically engaged. She friend-zoned him in a way so painful as to make castration look fun.
Can I say something? Okay, right. So, just on the subject of what's happening with our movies. I'll give you an example. Okay, I watched a film called In the Grey, and it was directed by Guy Ritchie. Now, it just goes to show how not desperate, but how people are actually working in the industry. So, if you look at that film very carefully, it doesn't say that Jake Gyllenhaal and Henry Cavill are a gay couple in the movie. But it does suggest strongly that they are. There's one scene in it where they're explaining what they're going to do, and before he leaves, he goes, "It's your turn to be the drunk," because they're trying to get someone back. And so Henry gets out the car and he says, "I love you, don't you?" He says to Henry Cavill, and Henry Cavill says, "Write it in a letter," and then he goes off to do his thing. Now, the question you got to ask yourself is this deliberate that they put this in the script, or is this by accident? And in my opinion, it's deliberate, okay? The whole film has two girl bosses in it, right? And under the girl boss women is men, like Jake Gyllenhaal and Henry Cavill, right? Henry Cavill. Okay? And the whole film has testosterone action in it, but yet they strongly suggest that the two main leads, who are powerhouse, muscles and everything, they're both a couple. It doesn't say they're a couple.
Muscle Marys.
Yeah, it doesn't say they're a couple, but they suggest strongly that they're a couple, right?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
But the point I'm trying to make is that it's obvious they put that in there, right? And that's just one film out of hundreds of films being produced by Hollywood that is doing it, including Master of the Universe. So to say that these films are not void of woke, I think is very, 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 very wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to ask Professor, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was the friend zoning that Adam got?
What is friend zoning?
So there's a scene where we get basically once he's rediscovered the sword, he's rediscovered how to awaken he's discovered how to awaken the power of, well, they do make jokes about that. There's one joke about him having a big swinging sword between his muscular thighs. There's a joke about that at one point, but after he discovers how to be He-Man, he's showing off his strength, whatever. And, he is approaching Teela saying, "Oh, I thought about you every day while I was gone," and all this stuff, which...
She is tasty.
Which, by the way, little gross, because when he knew her, she was a child.
But so is he.
I'll tell that about them.
Yeah, I mean, he was a child, but yeah. So he dreamed, he thought about her every day, and she says, "Oh yeah, I thought about you too." And she says, they're getting real close to each other, where they're about to kiss. She says, "I thought about what a great relationship we had as friends, and how much I missed having you around as a friend." And just
what?
Yeah. So yeah, right. To his face, where there's a possibility, and this is just one example of a whole bunch of places in the movie where there's an emotional moment that's happening, or there's a meaningful moment that's taking place in the film that is completely disarmed and thrown away with some half-assed terrible Marvel humor joke that they throw in here. Right. And this happens nonstop. You look at even some of the people who are talking about this movie positively, who are giving this movie lots of kudos, and they will tell you it happens constantly in the movie. There is something happening that's serious. There is something happening that is, moving the story forward, impactful in some way, and then they completely disarm it, and it's like the needle jumping on a record. It's like just completely throws the momentum of what's happening in the scene off, and it becomes meaningless at that point.
When Brown asked, wasn't there a joke about that? I'm like, there's a joke about everything. Every single it has more jokes than explosions and Aquaman to disrupt the effective moments.
Whatever it was.
Yes, it is worse. It clearly used Love and Thunder and Barbie as a guide, but it was well worse. And the humor just it is so cringe.
Ashen Prism Ranch. Is the panel taking the movie too serious? Do they see?
No,
Ian sees woke everywhere.
Well, Ashen Prism, right? I don't want to see woke in my movies, but it's painfully obvious to me that it is, right? And the proof is that people are not going to the movies anymore. Everybody says that, all right, because the new generation, they watch TikTok and all that, but not even us. People of our age goes to the movies. I would never see Master Universe because I can literally see that it's woke. And I don't, if I had a kid, I wouldn't take my kid to see this because it's social engineering. And I actually believe that masculinity and being a man is something that males should, little kids should strive to be, protect their women. Do you know what I mean? Be at the forefront, that kind of stuff. I believe in that kind of stuff. And yet Hollywood's trying to social engineer the next generation of people into, I don't know what. So this is the thing. I'm serious about this. I will not watch this movie. I will not watch this movie. Any movie I sniff woke, I'm gone. I don't want to know.
So
Durkee.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, Durkee McDurkface says.
Hold on. It moved up just as pressing it. Bear with me. Silence. This one.
Yep.
Durkee McDurkeyface, Numbers Ranch. Well, the director and lead actress thought it was woke. You'd think they might know.
Yeah, and beyond the woke or not woke, it's just a shitty film, and it went in the wrong direction. When you live action something, you usually have to make it a slightly more serious tone. They went extra toward the cartoon, and it didn't work.
Caravaggio Numbers. Ian is wokeophobic. Yeah, it's just that his wokeometer just starts twitching, doesn't it?
Well, but again, I can't understand how people can't see it, and it's so obvious what's going on, right? Listen, all I have to say to you is Star Wars. That's all I have to say to you. If you can't see the woke in Star Wars, then you're a freaking idiot. Do you know what I mean? And if you believe that woke is not infiltrating the movies of today, I'm sorry, but you're so wrong. Either you don't want to see it or you're afraid to say it.
There you go. Sun and Storm, right? Serious tone. Did you see the 87 movie?
Yeah, I think.
Go on.
No, I think the 87 one was better, and they did do some callbacks, and it was kind of
Sword enjoyed the movie.
He did, that's fine. I don't mind if Sword had a good time with the movie. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm only pointing out what I saw in the film and what I got from it. If you didn't feel those things, you didn't see those things, then that's fine. If you were able to ignore those things and get through it, there's several times where I feel like there's some extremely mixed messaging in this. Like I mentioned, we get a character telling us, well, men do this, and then that character doesn't do those things.
No,
right? Go ahead.
This is very good. Side effect Numbers. Who is a legend? God, mainly. Right. If Alien came out now, would it be seen as woke?
No, because it's not.
Hold on. Because Ripley is not slamming down a man. The whole film is not constructed of trying to bring men down and trying to destroy masculinity. Did you see Dallas? He was very, very much into being a man, taking on the alien in that duct. He was brave. He went out there. But if it was made today, it would be like he'd probably be a coward or don't want to do it, or they're probably I don't know. But you know what I mean? It's not.
Let me say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is important. Wokeness is not a matter of perspective or point of view. We can supply you with these specific elements, the things that are happening. Stuff that wasn't woke doesn't suddenly become woke because you've changed your perspective. Wokeness is real, tangible. It either is or it isn't, man.
And the thing is, Alien was made in 1979, and probably the word woke hadn't even entered the English dictionary.
The whole point of that story is the fact that the characters, it subverts your expectations, because we were used to having movies that just promote the male hero all the way through. And it genuinely made it so you didn't know what was going to happen next, and by the end of the movie, the lead guys get killed off, and you're on the edge of your seat because you don't know what's going to happen. That's the whole point of that. The reason why Ellen was the surviving character, and the fact that she was written basically like, she wasn't written like a woman; she was written like a man. So she could have been any of the other characters. It didn't matter the fact that she was a woman, and she was just capable, like any of the other people in there.
Removed.
Capable, but still, she wasn't the survivor because she was a woman, like it would be today. She was a survivor because she was competent. It didn't matter whether she was a man or a woman.
Yeah, she was competent, and frankly, she was lucky several times.
But
hold on, but no,
and she was literally written. She was written as a man in the original script. She was a man.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, right. Hold on. So no man was put down in Alien, right?
Yeah.
If you look at Master of the Universe, he's been put down every freaking second as much as I've watched it.
Even when he was a boy.
Every second. Yeah. Same thing. When they don't put them down, what they do is they turn them gay. Right, like in The Grey.
Why are you gay?
What can I say?
He's the butt of all the jokes, and I couldn't. And I want to ask Professor's opinion on this. I couldn't get past the very strong feeling that the creators of this wanted to do anything but a He-Man movie. That they were embarrassed about He-Man. They didn't even want to say the word He-Man, and every aspect of He-Man was treated as a joke because they didn't like it. Okay. They thought it was a joke.
Maybe it was their masters from above, Amazon, because obviously
it probably was.
We know what happened with Stargate this week.
Mm-hmm. I don't really care whose fault it is, but it's there.
Yeah.
So there's this scene. There's this scene in Master Universe where this big monster, hairy monster, comes out and he's like wrecking cars, turn cars over, whatever. And there's this bit where he gets is it Tila, whatever her name's, throws her to the ground, and he's just about to bite her. Right, when I thought Adam would come and hit him with the sword or something, but no, because she cannot be saved.
Right, and Adam was cowering under.
Yes, I'm saying
Adam was busy.
Let me finish.
Okay,
Esther, let me finish. So that's what I'm saying. When you see things like that in the movie, where there it is, where Adam could have saved her, and he doesn't. Then that's woke.
She saves him. He's busy cowering under a tire.
Adam would come and hit her with the sword. What?
No, he would.
It's the scene. It's the scene where
on the freeway,
he throws her to the ground. Yeah. And I thought that Adam would pick up his sword and hit them.
Right.
So do something.
You're all talking over each other.
So did I. He was paralyzed with fear. He was cowering under a tire. He was going to die. She saves him. Then the monster gets the drop on her, and she saves herself. That's the bullshit.
By hitting him in the face with a car door.
Yes.
Well,
which didn't feel like it made any sense, frankly. I mean, it's this beast and he hits the car door.
Right. Tila was a trained warrior at this point. Adam works in PR.
It's absolutely true. Yeah, I don't care if there's a narrative reason for it. This isn't the shit I want to see in my movies.
But even if she was trained right,
Go on,
and
Ashton.
you saw, listen, even if you was trained and you didn't have any training and you were a man and you saw a woman in trouble, if you're a man, you would do anything to protect that woman. He didn't. That's the definition of woke. Putting a man down, not letting him be masculine, not letting him be a man. That's my point.
Why are you?
There's a difference between not being trained and being a complete and utter coward. And that's my problem with this.
Yes.
Here you go. See, Sword's keeping us on the level. Sword and Storm wrenched. Tila saved Adam in the 80s cartoon.
Well,
And
fuck
Adam
that cartoon too.
And Adam,
That's
woke.
woke.
And Adam, as He-Man, saves Tila.
Ah, yes.
But not in this movie.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
Swappers, are the guys selling you this movie? I know you're a big He-Man fan. Are they selling it to you? Echo?
Well, no one said anything really particularly good about it, so no. But I was out on this movie the first time I saw the first images of it, the behind the scenes shots and stuff. All I had to do was look at the guy playing He-Man, and I thought, "Who the fuck's this twink?" And I was out. That was it.
Needed more royalty.
Yeah. There was no point in this movie where Tila goes to Adam and says, "You know what? I'm sorry. I was wrong to make fun of you. I was wrong to judge you. I was wrong to think you were crazy talking to the sorceress. I was wrong to ridicule you, berate you, lecture you." Never. In fact, the last thing she does is make fun of his name, He-Man.
You see, anything that's not connected with Hollywood will be woke. Anything that's not won't be woke. Anything that's not connected to Hollywood, like for instance, Obsession, was not woke at all because it wasn't conformed to what Hollywood is trying to re-engineer, which is our thoughts. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, just saying.
Here you go.
Just
Look,
saying.
Caravaggio numbers. It's a subtle deconstruction of traditional masculinity. Does Ian believe that woke has evolved in his professional opinion?
It has.
Good question.
As I said, if you just all you have to do is look at In the Grey. Now they're trying to disguise it, but they're trying to be out there as well with it. As I said, right, even though they didn't say those two characters were gay, there was no reason for him to turn around and say to him, you know, I love you in that way. Like in the old days, we used to have two males that are perfectly good friends, like, I don't know, Bodie and Doyle, Starsky and Hutch. You know what I mean? They didn't suddenly become gay, or there was no suggestion that they were gay.
Quit you, Bodie.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Sweeney? If the Sweeney was, you know,
exactly.
the Sweeney today.
The professionals that they were bumming.
Ashen asks a very legitimate question here.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Ashen Prism. Ashen's been on the money tonight. Isn't Adam just going on the hero's journey? Everyone was up in arms because talking. Ray didn't. Yeah. What do you all want?
No, that's not the point. You're not getting what we're saying, right? If he was on a journey, why did you treat him like such a twink?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's not on the hero's journey.
Luke Skywalker was on the journey in Empire Strikes Back, but he wasn't ridiculed every freaking second by a woman.
Yes. And the other thing, he certainly wasn't ridiculed after he became a Jedi, and they're like, why are you wearing that funny outfit? What's that light stick? You're gay. Like, it's not just the journey he was on. It's the attitude of those around him. At no point does he gain respect from his surroundings, from his followers, from his friends. At no point do they change the way that they see him. And the difference is, you want to know an identical character arc, a guy who doesn't know who he is discovered by a woman and trained. Go look at 2008's Wanted with Angelina Jolie and Professor X. Yes, they have the identical character arcs, and you can see the difference. James McAvoy, that's it. And you can see the identical growth, and where this thing fails, where Wanted absolutely succeeds. where he begins to earn Fox's respect, and she starts to get hotter and hotter as the movie goes on, and then you need to go take a 5-minute break, and then you're like, God damn, anyway. The point is that's the difference there.
There you go. Ex Flavius, ex Rex, World of Sports. For crying out loud. It's a popcorn movie based on a cartoon developed to sell toys. Take a breath, lads.
Yeah, feel free to blow 20 quid.
Again, right. Again, look, it's a matter of opinion, but the evidence is there. In every movie that's been produced by Hollywood, it's there. All you got to do is look. If you want to ignore it and just have a good time, that's your prerogative. I'm not. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to call you an idiot for doing that, because you're not. It's just your opinion, and I respect people's opinions. If you thought it was great, then it's great.
Okay,
but I could just look. You've asked. This live stream is to tell people our opinions, and this is exactly what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying.
If I'd have seen this movie, say lockdown,
okay,
I would have not recognized all the woke tropes.
But the dialogue you would have been
I'd have known that it was the dialogue was a bit shit and that, but I wouldn't have noticed any of the the obvious signs that I could see.
But you would have felt it. Something would have felt off and not right, just like it did with the Thing 2011.
Yeah, maybe I just wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together. I don't know. I just thought that was rubbish.
I have more confidence in people's subconscious. When I watched The Thing in 2011, it was a well-produced, well-made movie with the prototype of a girl boss in it who not once was afraid, who never made a mistake. All the men were cowards. And I couldn't put my finger on it at the time. Now I see it for what it is. But it just didn't work for me because even though I couldn't put it into words, my brain knew what was going on. This is not plausible. This isn't the way we tell stories. And it's not just this movie. As Ian said, everyone in Hollywood is doing it. Yeah, this is just a popcorn movie. And hell, feel free to go blow 20 quid on seeing this. Absolutely. I'm not stopping anybody. But it's happening every time, everywhere.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen in the next 2 days.
Oh yeah, going to happen.
Nieces,
except that there's quite a few people who aren't going to the theater to see this. This is already guaranteed to be a theatrical bomb. The numbers are not there for this weekend, and it is not going to be pulling in enough to make back its budget. So. Whether there's people out there that seem to be enjoying it or not, I don't think this is going to get enough positive buzz that it's going to be bringing people to the theaters in the second weekend. Look, there are some redeeming stuff. I am not going to be the one who says there's absolutely nothing redeeming here. There's nothing that could be enjoyed. I hear all the time from people who say, well, if you just turn your brain off or have a beer first or something, like if that's what you want to do and that's how you enjoy movies, go right ahead. I can't do that. I can't turn it off. Okay. If I go and see a movie, the analytical part of me sees everything. All right. I see the strings. It's just who I am. It's how I am. It's how I've always been. There's stuff in this that's all right though. The production
was amazing.
The production design of everything that's going on in Eternia, I actually think they did a really good job. I think there's interesting designs there. It's very consistent. The costumes and stuff translated from the cartoon, I think, worked pretty well. It's unfortunate that Tila's costume, she has a much better costume for the last 5 minutes of the movie than she does in the earlier part of the movie, but it's fine. The soundtrack is solid. I think people enjoy the soundtrack in this a lot. It is very evocative of the 80s, the electric guitar and stuff. I think it's fine. There's some of the character, there's some character moments and stuff in here that are fine, but for the most part, this movie did not work for me. The plot of the film, the overall story of the film was much better when it was called Thor. And it didn't have all of this stuff inserted into it. All of yes, there are bits and places here where some of the different characters get a chance to shine. But there's also lots of stuff where, the male characters are getting humiliated. They're getting insulted. You have the couple of female characters here that are perfect all the way through the film. They never make a mistake. They show up men every time they have an opportunity. Somebody was talking about this. They didn't even notice that there's the girl character who shoved Adam in lockers when he was a kid. In the last battle in the film, she is waltzing around, spinning around like a ballerina, killing people dozens at a time, while Fisto and Ram Man are knocking out one
Fisto,
guy here, one guy there.
Oh yeah, and she pushes them again through a locker as a grown-up.
Yeah. So there's several characters in here where we get that kind of thing. You have male characters who are snitches. They flip in a moment's notice.
What?
You get
cowards, sniveling cowards.
Yeah, they're just cowards. There's all of this. There's this nonstop. Of course, he was trained as to work in HR, so we get this nonstop HR talk throughout this, which is what some people are saying. Oh, well, see, it's making fun of woke. It's making fun of that. In some ways, I can see it. In other ways, it's being put in there intentionally. There's one point where the sorceress basically says, well, all of the previous champions, they just use brute force, but I chose you because you are empathetic and you're special. And
Can we stop?
There's stuff, like I said, there's some stuff here. There's some performances in here that are fine. Honestly, I thought the version of Skeletor that we got here was fine. I didn't mind him being kind of a dumbass and using a lot of jokes and stuff from the start of this, from the original 80s series, calling people boobs and being kind of impotent sometimes, and then he'll win a fight and then doesn't know what to do next and stuff like that. That stuff I didn't mind, but in the end, this movie just didn't work for me. It just did not work for me. I didn't find any of the humor in this funny. There's so much of this that just made me want to cringe, especially Cringer, who being reunited with Adam says, "Is it okay if I lick you now?"
Yeah. Oh God.
He asks for affirmative consent before licking Adam.
It's only making fun of it if somebody else does it, not when the hero does it. And do you remember the scene where they were trying to make it funny? He's like, how much can you bench, dude? He gets all the biggest people because they're going to try to push open the prison doors. And you have little Miss 80-pound Perfect right front and center pushing that door. And she doesn't have super strength that I'm aware of, right? It's just the same as her taking two down 200-pound guys. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I'm taking it too seriously, Sword, then that's just who I am, and that's how I'm going to be able to view this movie. I'm not going to turn off my brain. I'm not going to sit back and go, "Oh, look, shiny things." I can't do it that way. I can't.
Are we sensibly recommending it then?
Well, I want to applaud Professor for not being the guy that says this has no redeeming qualities. That's me. The music was shit. The production design, the costumes, everything looked like garbage. So I'll be that guy.
Can we stop now?
Let's gladly talk about something else.
No, stop. Yeah, talk about something else because this film is just not.
The Ninja air fryer with dual baskets is really good.
Okay, let's just do one more slide then.
Legends aren't born; they're bummed.
I'll do this because it's IGN. Masters of the Universe is so much funnier than I expected. It's part Flash, Gordon.
No, it's not.
Oh, this is like a very, very poor.
No,
Flash
but that's
Gordon.
what they were going for that.
Yeah, but
you could
they
see.
just, no,
they didn't. Yeah,
it failed completely, and almost officially a parody of itself. These are all good things, by the way. Our review. See, even IGN gave it 8.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Listen, those are not all good things. Being a parody of yourself is not a good thing. I contest that.
Just let's move on, shall we?
Okay, Mega Spider-Man's going to save the day. Here we go.
Go on now.
Mega Spider-Man, Wrench, Denero. Evening, my friend. Mightily generous as per usual. Thank you, my friend. Wow, a Friday live stream. Well, it's more like a shouting fest, but anyway, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Fave Dolph Lundgren film and why?
Mine's Universal Soldier. I thought he was good in that.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
He hasn't been in much that I've seen, though. That's the thing.
I will break you.
Yeah, I thought he was very good in Aquaman and the Expendables. He was incredibly creepy. So you know, I'll maybe go with that one. I like the next one better.
Yeah, Universal Soldiers, solid.
It's
and then
film that.
You know, I know Rocky IV is kind of corny, but
I know I love it.
Yeah.
Swappers?
Still love him as Ivan Drago.
I can't remember much that he's been in that I've seen, to be fair. I thought he made a really good Frank Castle, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah,
I've never seen Punisher.
I don't think I saw the whole thing. But yeah, that was late 80s, right? Or early 90s? Punisher? Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah, favorite Sam Elliott movie? All of them. every single one, but it's got to be the Big Lebowski bit.
Catty, do you want to come on? There's a space if you want to come on, mate, for a little bit. We're not going to be around for long. You want to come on, mate? Catty, Matt Cat. Listen.
Hey, Matt.
Matt, you're coming on. There's a link in the DMs, mate.
Sam Elliott. I don't know what has he been in?
Roadhouse. He was excellent.
Oh yeah, Roadhouse. Landman. He was in as well, wasn't he?
Landman. Not seen that.
Landman.
Tombstone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Oh yeah. He was good in Tombstone.
Listen.
Yeah, I watched it right before I saw He-Man, which is something I said. If you want any chance of enjoying this movie, don't watch Tombstone right before.
Cat is at work.
So
He-Man.
He was in Mask. He was fantastic in that. He was in Up in the Air, Gettysburg, Roadhouse, Tombstone. But the guy, talk about masculine dudes, man. He's it.
What does he look like without his moustache? That's the question.
Naked.
Yeah, I think so.
There's probably like 3 feet between his nose and his top lip that goes unnoticed when he's got a moustache on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a fave He-Man, She-Ra character or story and why? This is probably going to be swappers.
I never used to watch it.
Yeah, I used to watch both of them. They were all right.
I do now.
My favorite character as a kid was Stratos, which was the flying guy. I thought he was really cool. As far as toys go, anyway. But as an adult, I saw the reboot animation in the 2000s. And I was really super impressed by that show. I can't believe it got cancelled. It was so good. And they really expanded the lore in it as well to like years before the existing He-Man story. And there was a great character in it, like a predecessor of He-Man's called King Grayskull. So he's probably my favorite, I think.
I like Fisto because he fists people.
I thought he'd be more of a Ram Man.
He's related to Kid Fisto from Star Wars, who's a kid who fists people.
I thought it was Kit. I thought it was Kit Fisto. He had a kit specifically for fisting.
It is. He fits the supercar that Michael Knight drives. Yes.
Okay.
All these people need fisting. Quick, let me get my kit out of the car.
I marked this from earlier. Punchable face, Reg. This is FNT. Friars, nonces, and testicles.
Accurate.
Yeah. Caravaggio. Again, I started this familiar. Q. Does every franchise need a movie adaptation?
Oh, of course not. But
Really?
you can't tell Hollywood that. And you know what? If fans of He-Man seem to like this, good on them more. But you don't spend $170 million on a movie with that kind of limited fan base. That is a $10-15 million movie.
Really? What, as cheap as that?
Well, it's not 170. I'll tell you that. Look, see the bottom.
It was the humor that jarred me. I could probably forgive the, well, maybe not forgive, but tolerate the putting the man down and all that stuff. But it was just the humor. It was the most jarring of Marvel humor. Yeah. Or is it?
Yeah. And not Marvel humor when it worked. Marvel humor when it was done by someone other than Joss Whedon and it no longer worked. Everybody was copying it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody copying the Joss Whedon humor and putting it everywhere. And again, that's one of the things that, for me, ruined this film. It ruined the Masters of the Universe film. Is them constantly having to insert that Joss Whedon humor in places where it doesn't work.
Need it.
Iron Man came out before Avengers, didn't it?
And
Avengers is the movie that really kind of featured Joss Whedon humor in the Marvel Universe front and center. And Iron Man had humor in it, but it didn't have the undercutting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it was mostly
tonal destroying humor that has evolved ever since Avengers, and that's the way to do it. I thought Jon Favreau did it perfectly in that film.
Well, a lot of it was self-deprecating, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that humor that was in there was Tony like making fun of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm a selfish asshole. My brain is probably too big, and I'm probably overthinking this. Yeah, that's who I am, right? Like, that's a lot of the humor that we got in that. Was him being kind of a cocky asshole and recognizing that he was a bit of a cocky asshole.
And then the line Gwyneth Paltrow is like, he always has me take out the trash. The thing is, humor is supposed to be in support of character development, not a replacement for it.
Here you go. Side effect legend drenched. What Marvel? Could you discuss this? I need to let the cat in. What Marvel film jumped the shark with the humor? I'm going to let the cat in. 2 minutes.
Okay. Ragnarok.
Yeah, I agree.
It was heading that direction, but Ragnarok was the one that's like, what the hell are they doing?
Well, also, I watched Endgame again, and I was bored halfway through it.
But that was after.
That's what I'm saying. It's just the whole thing changed, didn't it? From Ragnarok, and it just kind of changed everything.
Yeah, I actually think Gunn has something to do with it too, because I was watching Infinity War and I was really loving it, but all of the Star-Lord parts were just a little too much, man. You need to take like 20% off the top there, buddy. So I actually think it started with Gunn getting out of control, but it jumped the shark at Thor Ragnarok.
See, again, I'll be the one to say, we all have different opinions. I didn't mind Thor Ragnarok. I thought as a one-off film, being kind of jokey and self-referential and everything, and it's fine. We can disagree, Brown. That's okay.
No, sorry, I'll rephrase that. I didn't hate it. It felt like the humor was on Spinal Tap levels on 11. It needed to be toned down to 8 or 9.
Yeah.
It had been a very decent film.
That's fine.
Professor,
and again, I don't say you're wrong. I'm saying for me, it didn't. The Ragnarok did not bother me. I didn't mind one movie where things are a little off the rails and the humor is a little over the top and whatever. That I didn't. It's that they went forward with that and they learned the wrong lessons from Ragnarok being a success. They double after. See, the Marvel humor I think really kicked up and really started becoming an issue in other films after Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Right? So with Guardians of the Galaxy, things really started in putting more and more of that humor into all of the other films. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And then after Ragnarok, and yes, they did turn it up to 11 in Ragnarok. The humor was over the top. It was rather silly. But again, if it's just the one movie where they went with that and they went a little crazy with it, went, very self-referential, where Thor is the fish out of water and everything's just a little off kilter. That one movie that way doesn't bother me. I had fun with it. It was after that movie was a success, you started seeing even more of that, put in even more films, and then really it culminates with Endgame. And then it gets even worse with Thor: Love and Thunder.
It was in the Acolyte as well.
But what did you feel about the Guardians humor? Like after the first, I think the first one was okay. The dance-off thing always bugged me. But how did you feel about the Guardians going forward?
I didn't mind the Guardians movie, and I thought the humor, that's where the humor belonged. It belonged with those characters. It belonged in those stories with that dynamic between the characters. The second one, I think there's a lot of good things about the second movie, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one. But there's still a lot of good stuff in there, and the humor, I think, was managed fine there. The third one, the humor does not work as well. There's a lot of issues with the third movie. I still enjoyed it, but here's the thing. I've probably seen the first Guardians movie. I've probably seen that a dozen times. The second Guardians movie, I've probably seen 4 or 5 times. The third Guardians movie, I watched once. Yeah,
I'm specifically speaking to the Star-Lord humor and maybe a little bit of the Drax.
Yeah, they threw some of that in, in the other films once, when they brought them in for Endgame and Infinity War. It didn't work as well. It didn't feel like it was. I know that Gunn had a big part in writing it, but it felt like that sometimes like it just didn't work because again the dynamic was between those characters, and when they try to insert that humor in with a different dynamic with other characters, it just doesn't work as well.
Ian?
Yeah?
Did you answer what Marvel film jumped the shark with the humor?
Ragnarok, definitely. But also, I don't know. Oh, God. It's probably Ragnarok. It's probably the Thor film. That's probably what it was. Yeah, I can't think of any other ones, personally. That's what I think.
Swappers? Really? Silence. That was probably when the movies were getting shitty as well after that point. And the quality of the movie started going down as well. So, not just with the humor. Yeah, it was probably the last batch of reasonably entertaining movies at that point.
Yeah, one of the reasons Ragnarok bothered me so much is Thor was like my favorite MCU character, and I absolutely love the first movie. I know most people don't, and I was hoping for a return to form on that after Dark World, which I didn't mind, but I thought it was one of the more weaker entrees. But I will say, like, Captain America was never a big comic book fan. I thought he was incredibly boring, and he ends up also being one of my favorite MCU characters. He's awesome, and once he's gone, the whole heart of the MCU is just not there anymore for me.
We've got super chat. Megadeth, Batman, right? Cheers, my friend. Would you all please say what, like Skeletor?
What?
Which Skeletor?
What?
What?
What? Swappers?
Which Skeletor are we talking about?
80s gone cartoon.
What?
Ouch.
What?
The cat's here.
Yeah, okay. you gotta hold your nose while you're doing Skeletor.
Okay, let's see what's next. Sorry, folks, more of this shite. Masters of the Universe had everything it needs to deliver an epic He-Man movie. Means we don't need to talk about it on Sunday. Great character design, solid effects, strong action, but forced jokes, mixed messaging, and watered down. Adam turned into a massive misfire. Review.
Oh, good for them. Yes.
5 out of 10.
Nailed it.
We'll do Masters up until 90 minutes, and then we'll just. Yeah. Should we do the next one?
I could go on all night. So.
Okay.
What's this?
Shadow. Sorry, it's Fandom Pulse, everybody. Sorry, folks. I still follow. Shadowversity on Masters of the Universe. This film celebrates masculinity. Skeletor is a classic, unrepentant villain. Man at Arms says, poets don't save people. You win with muscle. Protecting and saving your family is what a man does. This film is brilliant. Wow.
I know what he has tunnel vision. Those things are there, but that's all he's seeing. He doesn't see all the contradictory messaging.
Tom Connors. Oh, that's Tom on the left, isn't it? Of Midnight's Edge. It's one big fat meme. He-Man is a fool and a bimbo soy boy. They turned it into a big gay allegory. This is in Titty movie.
Yeah.
They gave us Barbie too. What? Director Travis Knight told Empire in February, Skeletor's kind of the embodiment of toxic masculinity. The film is tracking toward a 25 to 30 million opening. That's not good, is it? On 200 mil budget.
They're both right. They're just not, neither of them are seeing the entire big picture, but I think Tom has a much better grasp on the whole of it, on the gestalt.
Yes, my reading is fucking tragic, but it's midnight.
It doesn't matter though what
and I can't
Tom
read.
says, right? Look, Tom was very passionate, right? And he was screaming and shouting, whatever.
Yeah, it was funny.
But that's his way. But the thing is, though, I will honestly, truly say that I haven't seen all of the movie, and I saw a version that I shouldn't have been watching anyway. So the chance of me going to see this film is nil.
Unless
hoping.
if you're,
yeah, I am hoping.
hoping.
Yeah, hoping it's nil.
Will you go though?
I can't
Uncle
comment.
Ian,
yeah, I'll have to because because I love my nieces and nephews. So
yeah, so you might
go.
Yeah, and I want to say Skeletor is a representative of evil, not masculinity, and I'm tired of them mixing those two things up.
Here you go, Sun and Storm Wrenched. Why was he screaming and shouting? I know, but
it's
Tom in it.
That's Tom. It's part of his persona, but he does care a lot about Masters of the Universe. This is a property he cares a lot about. So he was very animated, very loud, and I don't agree with everything he had to say about it. I think he was a little over the top. I agree with some of the stuff he had to say, though. And, I agree with some of the stuff that Shad has to say, too, except that, protecting your family is what a man does. Yeah, except that the character that says that doesn't do that.
Do it. Yep. And like you said, I could hear the blood vessels in Tom's brain bursting as he was reviewing this, man. Poor guy. He really is a fan. He's got incredible amounts of toys. He knows all the lore. So it is an interesting contrast of these two opinions. And I don't disagree with Chad saying, but I don't think he's looking at the big picture.
The thing is, though, I'm just as passionate as Tom. But the thing is, though, I think difference between me and him is I don't really care that much about stuff like this. I think life is stuff like this. Life is bigger than this, right? But I can see the fault in what Hollywood is doing. That's all I can. say.
You're passionate about filmmaking. Tom's passionate about merchandise.
Flavius, Tom is a Timu as.
Georgie.
Okay, Fats, I'll try and read this properly. Fat Lobber, numbers wrench was more. I prefer Tom to Az any day.
Yeah, grab Georgius Rex's there on the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Georgius L. Rex wrenched. I like Shat. There you go. but he liked Avatar: War of the Whales for the protective dad thing too.
Yeah. If I remember, Shad also likes Twilight. So.
Yeah. When me or Professor or Ian like a movie, though, that's a really good sign that you'll like it. So it's better that we are on the side of that shit.
Heat.
Shite.
Yeah.
It's
clearly a divisive movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people who are enjoying it. There's a lot of people who are not happy with it. So
they're not going to listen to us.
Make up your own
though.
mind.
Yeah, you don't
Professor,
spend.
They're not,
You don't spend.
they're not going to listen to us though, because the three big hitters, which is Drinker, well, Casino, I
he liked
think
it.
he's great. Yeah, and Gary, they all liked it.
Well, Gary didn't.
Gary was
it.
indifferent. Gary was
and they're going to listen to the box office way before they're going to. If anything, it should tell them, Drinker doesn't have that much sway over a movie's performance, because as much as he liked it, this thing still bombed and bombed hard. Yeah, so I would prefer them to listen to the box office. The other thing, doesn't Shad love Cinderella or one of those?
It was like Twilight is one of them that he really loves.
And I think the live action Cinderella too. So
could be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm if he liked it, that's fine. He can enjoy it for what it is. Whatever.
Has Shad had any more kids this week? Do we know?
I think he grabbed a couple right before the guys left for Japan. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, here you go. X56 range was for Gary was ambivalent. Yeah, because he wasn't into the cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've got.
Yeah, you got another slide?
We have. We'll do a super chat. Mega Batman bench Duero. Cheers, my friend. Do you guys prefer? Swappers can go first on this. Transformers, what? Or TMNT?
My personal favourite's Transformers, obviously. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I love the original comics. The cartoon was crap. But the comics and the video games were great. Transformers G1 1984 to 1989 was great. And the resurgence of that in recent years, in the last sort of 6 or 7 years, with the toy line and everything like that, has been great as well. But yeah, that's about it, I think.
Anybody else?
I prefer the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I like the comics and I like the movie. I didn't think much of the cartoon because it was dumbed down for kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you mean Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles?
That's what it's called over here. Yeah,
exactly. I know.
Yeah. I love the comics of the Turtles, but ever since what they did to April, I'm out. No more TNT. So I still think Transformers has the potential for some charm. And the movies had some real hotties in it. I'll give them that.
Yeah, but Ista, did you not like the black woman with the curly hair as the last one? Do you not like her?
No, that's what I said. I'm body positive, diverse April. You lost me. I'm out. Gone. Done.
So yeah, it's got to be. For me, it's got to be Transformers. I loved that as a kid. Loved that. I was kind of into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but Transformers, especially Gen 1, the original, even up through the heartbreaking film when that came out, when all of the trauma that we suffered watching the original Transformers, the movie, when we all showed up to enjoy a movie and ended up with them killing off one of our favorite characters. In fact, I don't know if you've seen it, but they are. There's going to be a 2026. What do they call it? Revival of for the 40th anniversary of the Transformers movie.
Nice.
That's going to be coming out in September, I think, is when they're doing that. But they're calling it the Apology Tour. And all of the promotional stuff in is hey, we're sorry for all the childhood trauma we imposed on you when we showed this film in 1986. It's actually hilarious marketing, and I don't know. I might actually go see it in the theater. I do like the movie, even if it was a little traumatic.
Yeah, I had some good memories of working in the mechanical engineering lab where some of the mech-E guys were actually designing in the robotics lab real workable transforming robots. It was an incredible thing to see, man. It's stuff is like you can really make some of this stuff, and that was really cool. That's a fond memory. I think there's more potential with that. And I love the Japanese aspects of TMNT, the Japanese culture and some of the design and scenery. Like I said, I think both franchises have let me down in the modern era, but I really was quite fond of both.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, we might as well do these. It means we'd have to do it on Sunday, folks. Motu really surprised me. That's Critical Drinker.
Yep.
That's his video. Masters of the Universe. It has the power.
Yeah, I've seen it. Interesting. Very interesting. I was quite surprised that of his review, but then again, I can't comment because I haven't seen it all. So it might be good. Who knows?
And
I don't really want to know.
I respect his opinion. I'm glad that he had a good time with the film. But once again, we don't take marching orders from people. That comment came up several times. Well, Drinker liked it. It's like, okay, so Drinker liked it. Why is that supposed to change my opinion?
No, I don't think people are saying it because of that. I think,
for different folks.
I just think that I think when people say it, I think they're quite surprised that he likes it. I think that's
but the movie is divisive. That's unequivocal, and you don't want to spend $200 million on a divisive movie. Also, let's hear what they say about it next week, because sometimes after a couple of days ruminating on something, people change their opinion.
They look at Vex yes. Durkee McDurkey face, numbers wrenched. How's the testicle? Mauler was very quiet on Thursday evening.
Yes, he was. Bless his heart.
Why?
Because go ahead, bro.
I'm not sure he had gotten to see it yet. I didn't get to see the entire stream, so I don't know. But
I put a pretty high value on Mahler's opinions. If he came out and said that he really liked it and explained why, that would be enough reason for me possibly revisiting.
Didn't see it. Because Manuel Grell ran Charlemagne, because he didn't watch it.
Oh.
Okay. Let's do the next one then. Price of Reason. Let's see some price emojis, folks. Please. I like Drinker, and it's cool if he liked the movie. I have a few other friends that enjoyed it too. With that being said, I think its self-parody / MCU approach was wrong for He-Man, and I didn't enjoy what they did with it.
Yeah, and that's the nicest thing he had to say about it. He's being pretty polite there.
I thought his review was quite funny. Both Professor's and his.
Could anybody put the review?
Yeah,
prices.
I'll do it.
Link,
yeah, I'll do it. But I'm saying the actual review was much more scathing than this tweet.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Ask Professor, he was there.
Yeah.
I was there too.
We were going back and forth, and there were things I was reminding Price of, and things Price was reminding me of, and we're going, "Oh, I forgot about that."
It was crazy. Every time you guys thought you were done ripping into it, one of you would say to the other, "Oh, and this thing," and you're like, "Oh yeah,
remember that."
Here you go. Bye now, Rad. Wrench. Hello, my friend. I heard Masters of the Universe is not doing well at the UK box office. Probably everywhere, to be honest.
Yep.
Price's video there, folks. I'm going to check that out. His review.
Maybe Tatiana persuaded Drinker to actually give it a good review. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, I don't know. In previews, it only made 4 million over here.
Yeah. There's not enough word of mouth.
Mango and Greg made 12 million in previews.
Oh my god!
So it's going to be It's not going to be good.
Manuel Grail Wrenched, why do you think this film is so divisive?
I think that's what we've been talking about for the last 90 minutes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are seeing one thing and a lot of people are seeing another. Some people are maybe more sensitive to some of the terminology and the stuff showing up here. Again, for me, they're saying, well, it was making fun of woke. And I'm saying, I don't want the woke in there at all. Making fun of it, inserting it. I want it gone. I don't want them to even talk about it.
Yeah,
humor for me, but there you go.
Somebody tweeted me, they straddled the line. They got their jokes in, but still gave Hollywood what they wanted. My point was the line is still there. I don't want the fucking line. And remember, Mando was pretty divisive too. Lots of Star Wars fans still liked that.
The last time this happened, what's IR?
If I recall correctly.
Okay. What? Andor, most of the time, everyone is in agreement when something is shit.
Well, most of the time, it's absolutely and completely shit. So it's easy to be in agreement. No, you know, I had a very nuanced approach with Andor. I still think there's really two really amazing 2-hour movies in that whole collection of episodes. But no, there were people that are, you know, I don't know, call it in our arena circle, that really liked Mando and Grogu. They said it was just good old fashioned Star Wars fun, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, I mean, divisive is nothing new either.
Okay, let's do the next one then. I think we're... Oh, who's this joker? I thought you'd watched the movie, Ian, but this
I didn't.
So I listened to Price of Reason review of Master of the Universe. So Adam, as a kid, gets beaten up by girls. Yeah, that's me out. There you go. Coming out, what?
Yeah.
And this was hot off the press this evening, folks. Istaphobos. I got no skin in this. Never watched E-Man. I'm too old. Just saw it as an absolute shit movie, but it occurred to me, just like Superman, that the entire film was laughing at the hero, not with him, but at him. At this point in time, it's better to just avoid those elements completely.
Yeah, I was talking about the woke elements. I was responding to Culture, who said they were making fun of the woke, and I'm like, just don't even put it in there.
Oh, well.
Too soon. Look at all my likes.
Never mind. Okay, so we got 20 minutes. What do you want to do?
Don't know.
Chat, questions, anything? You've got to drive this for the next 20 minutes. So we'll just sit here, folks, until you... come on, chat. Come
on. Woke is a big subject.
Well,
it really...
Yeah. Manuel Grill asked me a question, and my computer is not behaving, so I just want to answer real quick. He said he was referring to the movie, why it's not the movie, but, you know, why the reception itself is split. I think because there are mixed messages in the film and people are seeing different parts of that and reacting to what they're noticing first and foremost.
Okay, quick question. This is open to the chat. Would any of you have, I'll put this kindly, relations with a GILF? Just a simple yes or no. Would you have relations with a GILF?
What's a GILF?
How about it? Have you? Yeah, I have. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's a granny.
No, listen, when you're old enough to be a grandparent, there's a good chance you're going to have GILF relations.
Romanian MILFs are more my scene, but there you
go.
Side defeat, Legend Wrenched. Have a wank. Quietest one wins.
Yeah.
Here's a GILF I would go for right there.
Oh.
I've never looked better.
That's nightmare fuel. Here you go. Not Z3PO wrenched. Air fryer recipes. Swaffers.
His cookies. His cookie. No, he's not there, is he? He's gone to the toilet or something.
Favorite air fryer I don't think anyone would really like my cookie muffin recipe because it's pretty basic. But I mean, you could pretty much you don't really need recipes. You just shove your food in it, turn the heat up, set the time that it's supposed to be in there for, and that's it. So anything you do in an oven, you can do in an air fryer. It's just quicker.
Yeah, he's not wrong. That's one of the beauty of an air fryer. You don't really need recipes, but it does seem to have some kind of cooking magic to it. It really does bring out.
I need to reset my mic, so please, Phil, it's clicking.
Is that black girl magic?
Yeah. I don't use specific recipes. I'll check on something, but yeah, anything that you would cook with heat in any other way, you can make in an air fryer, and actually it seems to be more flexible and more forgiving if you let it go a little too long or a little too short. It doesn't ruin it like something in the oven or a skillet would do. So
it's I was a bit puzzled why they didn't have the same costumes as the cartoon in the He-Man thing.
They were too revealing, and they're not allowed to show that much skin, especially. Oh, you know what? I have something to say positive about it. The women in this movie were hot, which is precisely why they had to cover them up so much.
No, it's not good, is it? I just one day they'll do a film properly with the hero being the hero and the female being a female, you know, not being pushed upon or anything, but you know, one day they will. In fact, I did it. So there you go.
You know, we've gotten a few of those, and we've gotten a few really good TV shows, and they were well received. And it's just Hollywood seems to have this talent for taking the wrong message out of something.
Why do you think that I look, I am very positive about movies when I see a good movie, but when they're rubbish, I can't I can't pretend it's not good. Do you know what I mean?
So the question from Ashen Prism ranged, what was the last thing the FKN Mega Geek liked at the cinema?
Obsession. I think I've said that. Obsession was the last thing I really liked. I did like Backrooms, but I thought Obsession was better. Personally.
Yeah, it was much more satisfying an ending, wasn't it? It was very fulfilling.
Obsession was a better film.
Yeah. And if you like Obsession, go revisit a movie from a couple of years ago called Companion. Really good film, quite unexpectedly. It has the Vespa chick from Boba Fett on there, but she's really hot. So
Sophie Turner, is it?
No.
Mega?
I think it's Sophie something, though. You're not
Sophie
entirely.
Yeah. I thought it was... No, it's not Turner. It's somebody else. Yeah, you're correct. Mr. Brown asked me, was Hayden Christensen a good choice for Anakin, but poorly written and directed?
Yes, because I've seen.
Or did it all need to be changed?
He can act. It's just
but I don't think he was a good choice. I think you needed somebody much more physically imposing for Anakin. It's Sophie Thatcher, by the way, and she is a smoke show and a half. Holy crap!
Really?
Yeah.
Who played the bird girl in wasn't she in V, the remake of V?
Oh, you're talking about who played the sorceress.
Oh, is that
in the new movie?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, the sorceress. That's
Marine.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that's her, right? Yeah.
She was attractive.
Yeah. Her name is on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it. She was in Firefly. She was in Deadpool. Yeah.
Marina Baccarin.
Marina Baccarin.
Yeah, she's really nice as well. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the blonde lady sorceress who was also, and He-Man's mom was kind of hot too. So.
Oh, no, not the sorceress. You're talking about the evil Lynn. That was Alison Brie, who also I like and was completely miscast. She was totally miscast as evil Lynn in this. I'm sorry.
Oh, I watched an entire girl boss television show with Alison Brie in it called Glow, which was about women's wrestling, and it was excellent. It wasn't woke, even though it featured nothing but these raving girl bosses. It was funny. It was heartfelt. It was charming. It was emotional. It was a really good show.
Except they weren't girl bosses because they had to grow, and they failed, and they made mistakes, and they, had interpersonal conflict with each other, and
Yeah, but you know what I meant. It's the normie version of girl.
Female characters. But they were actual, real female characters who had failings.
Swappers, you let down what I used to. Question on screen.
I don't know, man. I mean, he kind of looked the part, but he didn't really pull off the acting for me at all. I don't know if that was down to George Lucas's directing or what, but I don't think Jake Lloyd was particularly good for the role either. But then again, it could could just be down to Lucas not being able to get the best out of the actors.
Okay, my hot take is they were 3 films that nobody wanted. There you go.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people did want them. They didn't need
but not them.
They didn't need to.
I didn't want the prequel shit.
The prequels didn't need to be told. Really, no. Lucas kind of just saw it as a way of. He didn't have a story for the sequels, but he did have one for the prequels. Yeah. And he thought, well, let's make some money and create the prequels. But they didn't need to happen.
Yeah. See, I still say I've said this for years. I think that the prequels, that story could have been told really, really well. I think there are good movies in there, but they were made poorly. They were told poorly. The dialogue is awful. The direction is terrible. It doesn't work in the way it was made, but the actual framework of the story that's there could have made 3 really good movies.
I think George Lucas just wanted to practice the effects, didn't he?
Yeah, he was way into the technology, the cameras, the effects. He was way into doing all of that stuff. And he also he had no one there to tell him no. He had nobody there to counter any of his worst instincts that he had about making the movies, and it shows. It really does.
But I never had to see Darth Vader as a child. Like it could have been done 1 movie or 2 movies. I never wanted to see that.
They should not have started him as a little kid. Yeah. He should have been a teenager or something, and it would have worked better.
Yeah, here's your Gelf right here, Brown, by the way.
Why has this tickled me? Emperor Goodwin, Rachel.
Email. No, my avatar is a Gilf. That is Cheryl Ladd at almost 60 years old.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Star, as I said, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Star Trek, all been destroyed by this horrible woke thing.
It's all gone, folks.
And this is the reason why, if I smell any of it, I will not be watching. Yeah, I'm out. So, take that as you will. And also, again, I would say this for the cheap seats. I don't care if people like this stuff now. If you like it, God bless you. But
God
just
love you,
just be wary of what's going to happen in the future. Just be wary that you're being socially engineered, and your kids are as well. Yeah. So you have to be wary of that.
Kids, if you haven't got any kids, your kids are being socially engineered.
Also, be aware, some people are grandmothers at 30. Whoopi Goldberg was a grandmother at 34, although, so when you're saying GILF, there's a wide range there.
You're talking about something completely different to what we were talking about.
Yes, absolutely was.
Yeah.
What's this? Prequel to an interesting story.
Oh, sorry, I finished that.
Oh, what was that one? Oh, okay.
Here you go. Fat Lobber, bringing in the facts. Here you go. Only 1 in 7 people have a livable pension to retire on. Fucking hell.
Same thing. Yeah, me as well. That includes me.
Yep. And that number's getting smaller.
Cheers, Fats.
That number's getting smaller.
You need to get on a boat, leave England, and come back to England on a boat, and you'll be fine.
Put me in a hotel.
They'll take care of you.
Either that or rob a bank.
Yeah, it's not. It's
not
good,
do they have money in banks anymore?
No, they don't. And
no, it's all digital.
And Mega Spidey-Man was saying that Mega Spidey-Man was saying he thinks there were people there who could have told Lucas stuff but didn't. No, Lucas actively eliminated people from his circles who would question him. And there's plenty of stories about it. There's even stories about people who were working for ILM. There was a guy that came in as knowing a lot about how to produce different effects, and there was something going on. There was something, he was making some stuff, and he told him to do it a certain way, and he thought, oh no, actually I know a trick, I know a shortcut to make this, and so he did it a slightly different way, and it would save money. And Lucas immediately fired him because he didn't do it the way that Lucas wanted it done.
Yep, that is a notorious story. He got rid of everybody.
He eliminated anyone who would ask any questions or do anything counter to the way he wanted it done. He basically thought he was a god, and everyone around him treated him that way. And that's why the prequels...
A bit like Mega Geek.
You can see it in the... You can see it in the behind-the-scenes footage on the prequel discs, the look of fear and terror in the eye. Yeah. Now, there were some people that could say no, but their careers wouldn't have survived, and they chose discretion over valor. But there was nobody who could survive saying no to George, who was left around him.
Yep.
Carry on typing. Just fill from it.
Oh. Price of Reason. Wrenched for $5. Mega Geek is my moral compass.
Yes. Again, I would say if you don't see it, then you don't see it. But just be wary. What kind of society are we going to have in the next 20 years' time, even 50 years' time?
A gay one, a very gay one,
or a very well. I'm not going to go there. It depends on the next election in the UK.
We've got a. This is Fat Lobber. I saw your comment, horrendous. But yes, we have a 2-tier society in the UK. I think fats. Yeah, maybe you know what I'm on about.
Maybe even 3.
I wished.
Because the leaders, they have their own separate tier. The people running the show. So,
here you go. Go on, Matt.
No, go ahead.
I'll just do this. Someone start match. Haha, we're not going to have a society in 20 years. It's going to be.
You're probably right.
It's going to be a nuclear war.
I don't think there will be.
Skynet's going to go off. Well, all this AI is going to go up.
Well, the AI's feeding off themselves, so they probably won't get any cleverer. So that's what's going to happen. The thing is, though, there's going to be no nuclear war. There's no one that stupid, unless they're crazy, to press those buttons, because nobody will win, as they say in war games. There's no way to win. So we play a game.
Speaking of pressing buttons, folks, press some buttons afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's not the only button that could make things bad. We've already seen other kind of buttons that are more of a whimper than a bang, but there are many ways this could go, including just social media rotting everybody's brain. We still have Skynet that could happen every morning I wake up and expect it to see Skynet at my front door.
I think the early 90s, mid 90s was a sweet spot for just everything just being really, really positive and then just I don't know, just towards
do you know what I think
towards the end of the 90s, it just started going down the shitter.
Do you know what I think it is, though? I think suddenly, right, people refuse to accept the truth and facts, right? Like, for instance, I'll give you an example, right? Stuckman, whatever his name is. Who's that guy?
Chris.
Stuckman? Chris Stuckman.
Chris Stuckman.
Right. It's so obvious what he did because he wanted to be part of Hollywood. It's so obvious that, declaring that he's not going to review films that he thinks is bad. What would that say? That's literally saying that I'm going to suck up to Hollywood and I don't want to review films properly. That's exactly what it's saying. But if you hear what he said, it's the complete opposite. But yet that's what he's doing. So if you talk about pandemic, if you talk about cancer, that's what happened to our society. People refuse to accept the truth. And then when they're presented with the truth, they just ignore it. They just ignore it.
Yeah, but no, Stuckman that's just self-serving stuff. The things where feelings become more important over facts, that has to do with the feminization of society. And there's some very good documentation on that.
The lanyard class of women.
Yeah, well, Brown, you know Helen Andrews. She has a lot to say about
amazing.
this.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. Women prefer consensus rather than getting to the truth. If they can get everyone to agree on a lie, they're happy. They're done. They felt like they've accomplished something and did their work. But if the lie is something that your survival depends upon, you're going to be in trouble.
And on that bombshell. That's it, folks.
No.
Timing.
2 hours. That was, the plan was just pop up for an hour, see what happens. 2 hours later, really fast. 2 hours later.
Yeah, we got 41 people.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Obviously, everybody's watching Friday Night Tights. I've always said
Is that
Friday.
still on?
Probably.
That can't be still on, surely.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's have a look. Is it still on?
Anyway. Chat, you are wonderful.
Not. Oh, it is? No, it stopped. It's still alive. It's still live. Jesus.
Genuinely, the chat, you've been fantastic tonight. Some heated discussion on here about he-milf. Obviously, we don't need to talk about it on Sunday. Probably just the numbers of what it takes at the box office on Sunday. So thank fuck we've talked about that. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats, and just being there, folks. You are the best, but you know that. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. So, chat, we will see you. It'll be Sunday. I would say let me get the guests up, but they're already up. Cheers, Ian. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
That flew by, didn't it? 2 hours. Swappers, cheers, pal.
Cheers, Brune. See you again on Sunday.
Yes. Ista, cheers, pal.
Cheers. Swapper sent me a photo. It says, find a girl who looks at you like Carrie Fisher looks at Peter Weller. And I'm like, holy hot damn, yeah.
Professor Artoo. Cheers for stepping in right at the last minute, mate. Okay.
Cheers. Glad to be here. Oh, don't miss that super chat right there at the last minute.
Coming in at the death. We miss Price, don't we? Sundays are not the same without Price. Price of Reason. Wrench, $2. Cheers, pal. Dr. Stephen Falcon. Nature knows when to give up. Oh, cheers, mate. And on that positive note, we don't have any graphics, so we're just out of it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you Sunday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Tony, bye. Take care, everybody.
Ta-da.
Timing.
Good fun.
I'm just missing.
Bollocks.